Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. I am Brian Jester, co-founder here at Occupy Fantasy, single game $1 million winner. We're here with some NFL DFS picks and lineup advice for tonight's single game showdown slate. FanDuel, DraftKings, Thursday Night Football, Arizona Cardinals, Green Bay Packers. Very interesting slate. In this video, we'll talk about lineup construction tips for low risk and high risk contests, how the injury news is shaking out for both sides, and then, of course, some general strategies to help get you to the top of your contest leaderboards. Again, if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Get notified whenever we go live, upload any new videos. Lots of videos coming pretty much every single day with the NFL. NBA is here, doing MMA videos every single week. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like the showdown content. Lets us know you appreciate it. Any questions, comment on the video below or hop in our Discord server, talk with other OccupyFantasy.com staff and members. Link is in the description below, or you can click the join button right below this video. All right, so let's get it started here on DraftKings. Low risk contest. Let's talk about the injury and COVID news first. Davante Adams on the COVID list, unlikely to be activated for tonight's game. He will be out. His teammate, Alan Lazard, also on the COVID list. So that gives the top two options for Green Bay's passing game on the COVID list. Now, Marquez Valdes-Scantling is on injured reserve. However, he traveled with the team. He is expected to be activated and play tonight. He should be the number one option in the passing game for Aaron Rodgers. And if you look at his flex pricing, just $3,800. He is $6,500 on FanDuel. He will be one of the most popular options, the most popular value option in all contest types, just based on his salary and his role for tonight's game. DeAndre Hopkins officially questionable. Did not practice all week, but this dude never practices. Many times in the past, we've seen him not practice and play. Head coach Cliff Kingsbury says he's going to play tonight. We should expect a normal workload for DeAndre Hopkins. All right, so with all that in mind, let's talk about low-risk lineup construction. Now, if you read our showdown guide, you watched these videos, you know we try to capture all of the scoring by locking in two quarterbacks, two running backs. A little bit different tonight, just because of the split backfield in Arizona. James Conner getting most of the goal line attempts. Chase Edmonds playing more in the passing game, which is obviously beneficial in DraftKings. So it's a little tougher. But Kyler Murray, we expect to be the most popular player on the slate, the most popular captain. You want to get him into your low-risk lineups at the captain spot. Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones. These are the three guys you must have into your lineup. Aaron Rodgers, the other quarterback. Aaron Jones generally sees more red zone opportunity and more targets when Davante Adams is out of the lineup. So we have to get him into the lineup. Let's scroll down a bit here so you can see. Okay. And now we have $3,800 left per player. So what do we do here? So we have the value in Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Again, we talk about locking up all the scoring, but we also can't ignore the highest owned players on the slate in our low-risk contest. That's a surefire way to lose if that player goes off. So MVS, assuming he plays, which we think he will. $3,900 left per player. What do we do now? So if we wanted to get one of the Arizona running backs in, Chase Edmonds or James Conner, we can't do it, right? I guess Edmonds we could, and we could punt the final spot with Equanimeous St. Brown, who might be the third wide receiver here tonight. In all likelihood, you probably have to ignore the Arizona running backs, which isn't a great feeling, but again, they do split work. So it's not like we can capture all the scoring by playing them. So $3,900, we can play kickers, we can play defenses. Randall Cobb is another great value tonight. We expect him to be popular. You can play him as well. So Kyler, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, MVS, figure out the rest is tonight's strategy. All right, let's clear this. Let's go over to FanDuel. Unsurprisingly, pretty much the same concept, right? Kyler, we have to get into our MVP spot, going to be the most popular. Aaron Rodgers is in there. Aaron Jones is in there. $7,750 per player. If we tried to fit James Conner, $5,500. We could do that. We could make this work. And I think this is probably and if you go to Chase Edmonds, $6K, right? So $5,500, $6K. So we do have St. Brown, Mercedes Lewis, number 2 tight end. Amari Rodgers could play some. Like, there's some guys here that we could play. The problem is MVS is $6,500. We expect him to be pretty popular. So the big question mark on FanDuel is, do we not play James Conner, who we probably should want to, given it's a touchdown-heavy scoring system, and he's the goal line back here, and not play MVS? Or do we play MVS and play a non-Arizona running back? It's a tough decision. I think I would probably lean towards the James Conner side, but again, it's up to you. Both are viable options tonight for low-risk contests. Let's clear it. All right, let's go back to DraftKings. The other interesting thing about tonight's slate, now let's pivot to high-risk contests, is that pricing we talked about with MVS and Randall Cobb, and they're going to be extremely popular. And as a result, even though Arizona is a 6.5 point favorite, when we see a big favorite like this, generally most optimal lineups, if you run a lineup builder, give me the most optimal lineups. Most of the time, you'll see Arizona captain 3-3 stacks, Arizona 4-2, some Arizona 5-1s. And when I say that, that's the stack type, the number of players per team. So a 4-2 would be 4 Arizona Cardinals in one lineup, 2 Green Bay Packers. But because so many optimal lineups include those cheap values in MVS and Randall Cobb, surprisingly, a majority of the lineups tonight that the field will produce will be Green Bay heavy. 4 Packers, sometimes even 5, 3 Packers and a Packers captain, which is pretty rare for a 6.5 point underdog. But that's just the pricing dynamic tonight on DraftKings. The other interesting thing is, like, there are no real viable punt plays on the Arizona side because they only play 4 wide receivers. They play 1 tight end, basically, 2 running backs, and that's it. It's not like some of these other slates where we can play tight end 2s and 3s, wide receiver 5s. It's just really tough, right? So the flex, Matt Prater's probably the lowest you can go. The Cardinals, I guess, at 3K. Because you keep looking, all these guys down here that you could play are mostly on the Green Bay side. We have Kyler, the quarterback, James Conner, 78, Chase Edmonds, 7, DeAndre Hopkins, 10-6, Christian Kirk, 7-2, AJ Green, 6-8, Zach Ertz, 6-2, and where's Rondale Moore? 4-8. Like, he's the bottom of the barrel position player. That's very rare. So as a result, it's tough to get a ton of Cardinals into your lineups when the cheapest viable one is $4,800. However, if you want to get different tonight in high-risk contests, you can play 2 of these mid-range Cardinals because the field is not going to do that. And as a 6.5 point favorite, it's pretty good leverage, right? If you play Kyler at captain or you play one of these other guys at captain, but you get 2 of them into your lineup, the field isn't going to do that. You're automatically different. The other way to get different tonight, and if you don't feel that route, you feel like you have to get some of these Packers in, are just playing the different values in this range. So playing Tunyon over MVS or Cobb, playing the defenses or kickers over MVS or Cobb, or thinking MVS is limited, which is certainly possible coming off a hamstring injury, and you play Equanimous St. Brown at $600. And because at worst, ESB should be the number 3 receiver tonight. You play him and leave salary when you could upgrade to Valdez-Scantling or Cobb. That's extremely different and a pretty likely outcome. Not likely, but possible outcome. A.J. Dillon, just $1,400. Again, all these values are on the Green Bay side. But if you play them over MVS or Cobb, that's how you surpass 30-40% of the field. So just something to keep in mind. Now, FanDuel, we have the same issue, right? Where MVS is $6,500, Randall Cobb is $7K, and after the field jams in 3 of those top studs in Kyler, DeAndre, Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers, 3 of those 4, they're going to look to MVS. They're going to look to Randall Cobb, maybe A.J. Dillon to some extent. So it's pretty tough. But the easy way to get leverage is just to not play those guys. And it's a little bit harder on FanDuel because the MVP has to be the optimal scorer. So Kyler's pretty likely to be the optimal scorer there. But if you play Aaron Rodgers or Aaron Jones, that's great leverage. But again, the key on FanDuel to high-risk contests, leagues, GPP, satellites, is not playing Cobb or MVS, since the majority of the field will do that, and hope that A.J. Dillon or the tight end or ESB or Rondale Moore even, who's only $7,500, maybe some of these other guys, outscore MVS or Cobb. And on a half-point PPR scoring, that's very, very possible. So to tie it all up tonight, MVS, Randall Cobb, both sites, extremely popular. Field's going to flock to them so they can fit in the studs. And they're the guys with the expanded roles without Devontae Adams, without Alan Lazard. And it makes sense, right? From a median projection standpoint, those guys are the best plays. However, if we want to beat 130,000 people, if we want to beat 1,000 people, if we want to beat 100 people, right, in 100-player leagues, all you have to do is get one piece of differentiation and not playing those super popular players at a variant position like wide receiver. That's the easy way to get ahead. So, all right, that'll do it for this video. The daily plug for tonight's Showdown contest will be released by 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Eastern, just checking the clock here. And in the plug, we give our rankings for not only low-risk contests, but small field high-risk contests, less than 500 players, and large field high-risk contests, more than 500 players. Then we talk about specific lineup strategies for each contest type, how to apply our general strategies to tonight's slate. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you read that. The link is always in the description below this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, get notified when we go live, uploading new videos. Check out the $1 Million Mission from Tuesday night. Very good video talking about stacking for classic contests. Lots of research and data. It's on our channel, so just make sure you click the channel and go check that out. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Any questions, join our Discord server. Click join below this video, OccupyFantasy.com/Discord. Chat with the other members of the Occupy Fantasy community as well as staff. So, Brian Jester for Occupy Fantasy. Appreciate you listening. Good luck tonight, and we will talk to you soon.